We've got a big one today. Chelsea 4, Benfica 1. I think this was our biggest win of the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. We finally got our business done, man. And I just want to firstly chat. I apologize for no watch along today. Like, I know a lot of people were messaging me. I missed my flight. I'm currently in Miami, so I was gonna do a day trip to Charlotte. And if I did get that flight, I would have been stranded in Charlotte because of the delays, which we'll get to. But all in all, man, I'm happy, man. If anything, I can't go out with my chest and say I think we're winning this tournament. I was a bit nervous when they got that equaliser though, but we'll get to that as well. But all in all, I think we're winning that tournament. Top performance all around, man. And this was probably the first time since in the whole of 2025 where I'm thinking, wow, Maresca ball is fucking cooking. He's cooking, guys. You look at it, bro, the 3-2-5, we was a 3-4-3 out of possession. I think we was playing well. We created a lot of chances in the first half. We should have been 2-3 goals up. The gaffer coached a 3-0 win in the first half. They had no shots on our goal. We always felt like, I was a bit nervous just off the fact that, are we going to win this game on XG then lose, like we saw many times this season. So when the first goal went in, the Reece James goal of the tournament, in my opinion, free kick. How many times are you going to just keep wowing us with these free kicks this year? From Bournemouth to England to now today, top free kick. And I thought that was enough to get the job done. But all in all, performances all round. Sanchez couldn't really complain. He had that one bit where he left the goal a bit open. They tried to cross it in. He did recover it, caught it easily, didn't bounce, didn't parry it out, no nonsense. He just picked it up. So Sanchez, good game. Reece James, great game, scored a goal. I think the overall back line was solid. Bajisho did have a shaky moment. I was happy for him to start. I think he did earn the start after the Esperance result. He had a shaky moment. It did look like he got injured. I hope he's well. Kukurea again, can't complain. Caicedo in the middle of the park was top. It is a bit unfortunate that he's suspended for the next game, and that's going to be a huge miss. I'm even trying to consider who exactly would replace Caicedo in the middle of the park. Do you put in an Andre Santos? Do you put Enzo further deep, a bit deeper with Lavia alongside him, and then maybe a Dewsbury Hall in the 10? A Sugo may be coming in. There's so many options that can play in the midfield position, but all of those options can't do at least 10% of what Caicedo brings in, and it's going to be a huge loss, especially against a Palmeiras Brazilian side again, which we struggled with against Flamengo. But the Brazilian teams are mad physical. It's PMP all around, so a loss at Caicedo is tough. But all in all, good game. Even there was a certain point where he looked like his leg literally broke in half there, and I was worried, man. I thought he went down, but we've seen that already twice now. It happened at the Flamengo game as well. He went down, everyone was nervous. LAFC as well, and he just gets up like nothing's happened. So hopefully that he gets some rest at the end of the day. That's the only bright spot, but he will be a big miss. I wasn't really impressed with Enzo Fernandez's performance. There was a couple forward balls that he did that was nice, but all in all, there was moments where there was a 2v1 counter-attack. He could have played Liam Delap, he didn't do it. Ball getting stuck on his feet quite a bit, but you know what I'm saying? He is facing his former club though. That's the benefit of that I'll give him. So he probably is trying to impress and do a lot more than he will need to do. So that's that. Lavio was tidy as per usual. Neto, for me, I'm going to be honest with you, player of the tournament so far for Chelsea. I can't believe this is even coming out of my mouth. Pause. It's Jordi El Nino, Pedro Neto. This is the Pedro Neto that we thought we was getting when we paid 60 million from him for Wolves. Let's not lie. When that Here We Go bomber dropped that we were signing Neto, all of us was gassed. Yes, top winger. Yes, bagsman. Yes, in transition. All of this stuff that you attribute to Pedro Neto, that's what we thought we were getting. It's taking him a while to get up to speed, but from this tournament, LAFC goal, Flamengo goal, Esperance he got rested if I'm not mistaken, or if he did play, I don't think he got a goal in. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the Benfica game, he's come and he's done that in the extra time. Pause once again, but he's been top, man. He's had a great tournament, and if this is the version of Pedro Neto we're getting moving forward, especially under this new system, then please bring it on. He's cooking. He's cooking. You're playing like you deserve the number 7. Because when I look at the number 7, I skip Sterling. I look at your predecessor, in my eyes, is Kante. And that level of contribution, Neto, I'm so excited to see this version of you in the Champions League. Because if this is what we're getting from you moving forward, let's start talking about the title charge. Because that's a winger. We was looking at like we need both winger positions sorted out. If you're performing like this, we only need a left winger. And then if we move on to the left wing, Cole Palmer today had a great game. I think this was his best game of the tournament. He's adjusted well to the heat. I thought that the heat was doing a bit too much for him. You could see it, especially in the Flamingo game in Philly. He looked like he was dying out there. It's the first time I'm seeing him in short sleeves. But in the left wing, especially in the first half, creating a lot of chances. Shots on goal, left foot, right foot. Extra time, he could have got a goal there as well. Very unfortunate not to, but I think he was top. Liam Delap, in my opinion, I think he had a shit game. You know what I'm saying? He had moments where I feel like he could have been in the receiving end of a couple of these palmer crosses. He's not getting there at the right time. Similar issues that we had with Jackson. He's ruining a lot of the counter attacks. The ball carrying isn't there. The hold up isn't there like we should expect and what we saw at Ipswich. This is the first time you've faced serious competition. Otamendi's a World Cup winner. Antonio Silva's probably one of the best centre backs your age. So you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of around it, but your performance wasn't great. Hopefully this is just a one-off. And also, there's a mentality thing now as well, because Nkunku's come off the bench in your position and got a goal. Jackson's coming back from suspension now next game. So you need to fire on. All in all, I don't think your performance was good. And now we do move on to the Nkunku. Nkunku hate, in my opinion, moving forward needs to stop. Or at least let's put on standby. Let's put on standby. I'm one person, for me, in my opinion, if you play shit, I call it square, square, circle, circle. If you play shit, we're gonna call you shit. If you ball out, we're gonna say you're balling out. Now, for me, when you came off the bench in the group stage game, I think Esperance, when you started, excuse me, firstly, you was balling. I was literally in the crowd. I was with my boy LQ, shout out LQ. I was saying, fam, Nkunku is balling out. He should have got a penalty there. I wanted that penalty to get given so you can get your goal. So you've come in on now with Liam Delap, didn't really have a great game. You came on. I know ideally you prefer to be in the 10. You're playing in the 9. I think you've done what you had to be done. And we finally got the rust off that balloon. It's been a long time since we've seen that balloon. That shit's probably rusty. When you took it out, I was thinking, how long have you had that balloon? I've stayed in a fresh pack. You ain't been buying fresh packs lately because the goals ain't coming. But shout out to Nkunku. That was a top performance. And another person who I think needs to start getting their flowers, because I want to make this very clear. I'm not an agenda merchant. That's one thing that I'm not. If you play shit, I'm going to tell you you're playing shit. I don't care who you are and we're going to joke about you. That's just what we're on. Levi Colwill, since you've taken off the black spray, my word. And it's gone under the radar. This is the thing. A lot of the disrespect or when you play shit is very loud. You're them type of people. It's similar to Robert Sanchez when people don't forget your bad games. When you have a bad game, it's etched in people's mind for 3 months, 4 months until, I don't know. But you have been unbelievable for 3 months now. Since you took off that black taper spray. Since you've now not been just rocking the calm thing with the waves. I know you dye your hair black, but I'm going to let it slide because it's not the black spray. But you have been playing top. You've even got the nickname now from me as Mr. Reliable. I can count on you to be fit. I can count on you to not put a foot wrong. You're good for the system in terms of ball playing. Now, please, man, I've given you, man, this credit in Nkunku and Colwill. Please, don't give me a reason to take it back. Please, let's go and win this tournament. Let's go and kick on and have this title race and win this league title. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be undefeated until September in the league. Like, let's make a mark in the Champions League. Please don't give me a reason to take this back. But all in all, I haven't felt so happy about this collective of players since December. All of 2025, you guys are making me happy. Maresca, you cooked today. You got everything right, from the substitutions to bringing on Nkunku to KDH, Gusto. That's one thing I will say. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Gusto. I'm a bit worried about you because I feel like I don't think it was a penalty. I will say that. It was definitely not a penalty. But you're in too many crime scenes. This is my issue, innit? You're in too many crime scenes. I feel like every single goal we've conceded, you have had a part to play in this tournament. And that's getting a bit too shaky for me. I think that was a bit harsh. In my opinion, I think the ref got bribed. This game, he was moving mad. He weren't calling 50-50s. He weren't calling obvious ones. We should have had 2 penalties, especially in extra time alone. I don't think that one was a penalty. It was from point blank range. Your hands were already in the air. What could you have done? Fair enough. But now is a thing where you haven't earned the right for the benefit of the doubt now because you're in too many crime scenes. And you know what man them say to me? Yo, your boy Gusto, CB. CB, your boy Gusto, CB. Your boy Gusto. I can't do the favourites thing. If you're being shaky, I've got to tell you you're being shaky. That's something that needs to improve moving forward. I'm not going to lie to you. Too many crime scenes. Your hands are getting dirty. And you're doing this. You're in the crime scenes. Big face. No bellies. No levers. Fingerprints all over the scene. We're looking at you like you're shaky. And now, the way things are looking, brother, please up your game, bro. Because the fan base are starting to turn on you. That's the thing. I'm giving you a chance because of what I saw your first season. You've had a good season the first time, you've had a shaky season the second time. I'm willing to give you a third try and hopefully you get it cooking. A lot of man in the fan base ain't really trying to do that. I don't think that's fair. Same thing with Nkunku. I don't think that's fair. But brother, you're in too many crime scenes. Please get together. I don't think the penalty was your fault, so I'm not even going to corner you. But either way, 4-1, bring on Palmeiras. We're going to see Estevao in the flesh. I will be in Philadelphia for that game. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm in Miami right now. I can't complain. I watched the game on the beach. You know, I had a nice little pretty camera lady next to me. So I couldn't really have any complaints. So anyway, on to the next one. Make Chelsea great again. Up the Chelsea. Smash the like button. If you ain't already locked into the movement, lock in.